Thank you. Thank you, Lunga. Hello, Ruan. Maybe we can start off, what the team talk was like this week going into this game. What is the motivation for the team, as there's no playoff hopes anymore for you guys? What do you want to get out of this game?
Hi, Annemie. Obviously, the say past three games was not the best for us. But yeah, I think our biggest thing this week was just all about getting our rhythm back, finding some continuity in training, and with the combinations. And I think from this week on, we're just talking about taking game for game. Just working hard to get the result this weekend, and then we'll focus on next weekend.
Would there be a struggle to get motivation from the players because there's nothing really to play for in this game?
No, not at all. I think if you play for a franchise like the Bulls, and you haven't had a good run, I think that's enough motivation for any player that plays for the Bulls to know that we have to step it up and we have to deliver for the people of Pretoria and for our franchise.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Hi Ruan, ek hoop dit gaan goed.
Hi Kobus, baie goed, dankie self.
Nee, goed, dankie. Ruan, ek wil gou net my eerste vraag is presies wat was die aard van jou besering gewees? Jy het die besering verlede jaar op die jaareintoer opgedoen. En dit moes seker vir jou 'n teleurstelling gewees het na ek dink jy het 5 toetse gespeel in die rugby kampioenskap. Moes dit vir jou 'n teleurstelling gewees het om daai besering op te doen?
Kobus, was baie teleurstellend geweest. Dit is obviously nie lekker die mens waar altyd die tydsberekening was nie lekker nie. Ek voel altyd dat dinge soos dit gebeur vir 'n Here en dan kom altyd goed uit dit uit en ek het my hoe hulle dit sê in Afrikaans, my duispier, my hamstring het ek geskeur. Ek dink dit was 'n graad 3 skeer, so dit was redelik 'n ernstige skeer. Dit is wat nou bietjie langer uitgehou het as wat ek gehoop het. Maar ja, ek voel goed en ek is baie excited om hopelik weer terug op die veld te kan wees so gou as moontlik. Maar ja, soos ek gesê, dit is obviously teleurstellend gewees, maar ek is ook baie dankbaar vir die jaar wat ek kon gehad het voor dit. So ja, ek probeer definitief na die positiewe van laas jaar kyk en ek dink dit is baie groter as wat die negatiewe was.
Ek wil by aansluit daar. Jy was in die begin van die jaar, ek dink Rassie het gesê omdat daar soveel diepte onder die slotte is, was jy nie in die prentjie gewees nie en toe is daar baie beserings en jy het op die einde het jy omtrent al die toetse in die rugby kampioenskap gespeel en baie goed gevaar ook. Wat het dit vir jou ontwikkeling as speler beteken en daai selfvertroue ook om op daai vlak te speel en so goed te vaar?
Ja, nee, ek dink dit gee mense baie selfvertroue, baie confidence. Dit obviously net om in daai environment te wees, help mense om soveel te groei in jou persoonlike game en ook om jou span ook te lei as jy kaptein is. Ek is net definitief dankbaar vir dit wat ek kon ervaar het en ek dink daar is soveel goeie slotte in Suid-Afrika. Ek dink ek was definitief baie geseënd om op die regte tyd op die regte plek te wees. En ja, hopelik kan ek my voete weer vind in hierdie jaar en my hand opsteek vir daai tipe rappie.
Thanks Ruan, dankie. Thanks Lunga.
Hi Ruan, just one for me. Jake has spoken about that your presence and your leadership that you offer to the team and also your influence in your primary role as lock. But in your absence, what have you made of the youngsters like Jay van Heerden and even Reinhard Ludwig, guys that really stepped up to senior roles, so to speak, while you have been on the sidelines?
Yeah, I know. I think that's the great thing to see when younger guys come through, and I think obviously. I think the past month and a half, I think it was me and Reinhard. But a guy like Reinhard came through for us very good last season, and it was just awesome to see how we've grown through the whole season, the previous season, and then obviously this past month and a half, me and Reinhard Ludwig were injured. And then a guy like JF got an opportunity, and I personally think he did very, very well. I think he was thrown into some big pressure games, and then he controlled that aspect of the game very, very well. For where he is at, I think he's 19, 20 years old, and for a guy that young to play that kind of rugby just speaks about the kind of future he can have.
Thanks very much, Ruan.
Hi, Ruan. It's Mike here. Just looking at the opposition on Saturday, do you see a typical French pack really strong in the set pieces? What has been your sort of analysis of what they'll bring on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you go and look at Stade Francais, they are a team that completely has a massive maul focus. I think they get a lot of their ascendancy from their forward pack, getting momentum in the lineouts and in the mauls. And then from there on, if they get front foot there, they're very dangerous on attack. So I think that's definitely a big part of our game of the weekend, is to definitely try and stop them all as good as possible. And also, with that being said, be aware for any special plays. So yeah, I think it's going to be a big set piece battle, and then I think we're going to have to be ready up front.
Great, thanks.
Awesome.
Just to add on to that same question, I know Stade Francais have Gabrielage and I think Hello for Nua as locks. What kind of battle do you anticipate there at the locks and the lineouts?
Yeah, I think both that locks you named are, I think what I've seen is they're pretty good in their contesting. So that's again, it's going to be definitely going to be a big. No, sorry. I think that's going to be they're going to definitely try and put us under pressure in our lineouts. So yeah, we definitely think they're definitely quality locks, and yeah, just excited for playing against good players all over the world.
Thanks. And one more question. I know Jake White has mentioned his reasons for putting a younger squad last weekend against Castor. Can fans maybe expect a more senior squad this week?
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
Sorry, Ruan.
No.
I'm gonna jump in there. Nicholas, team announcement is tomorrow. Let's not put Ruan in a situation where he has to preempt what the team is going into the weekend. Let's leave that to Jake, please.
All right. No problem.
Ruan, oh, sorry, Nicholas, you still got another question?
No, I was about to say that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Ruan, how's it, man? Good to see you back. Just wanted to find out, you spoke earlier about how there's more positives in the last year than negatives for you, and it was really a great year and you excelled while being at the Springboks. Just wanted to ask you, what do you feel has changed for you? We coming back this weekend, what's different in Ruan Nortje than maybe that horrible night in May when you sat there in front of the press conference after the final?
Yeah, I know. Hi, Brendan. Yeah, I'll remember that night. It was definitely a tough one for me. But for me personally, it's been a year full of learning. And I personally, obviously, you will always want to win the URC. But if I look back at my year, I wouldn't want to change a thing. If I personally, in me personally, my game and everything, I've learned so much, and I think I've grown a lot as a player. So yeah, for me, it's all about since I, especially when I joined in the box, it was after the final. We were a bit in a space of what went wrong, what went wrong. You didn't know where you fit in completely at the Bulls, and it was just a frustrating time after that final. But when I got to the box, I got this whole new. It's almost like you got a whole new revival of excitement for what you do, and then I definitely think that from when I was at the box, it was just you just go out and play every game as if it is your last, because if you play there, it's not you're not guaranteed to get the opportunity every weekend, and that's definitely one of my goals for the year is to play each weekend with that mindset. If it's for the Springboks or for the Bulls, I want to have the same mindset, and I think that can definitely just help me to be a better player.
And then, I mean, obviously your initial goal, I mean, I know the team's the goal, but you want to get through Saturday's game, your first game back, without any incident or injury. But what is more important this weekend? Is it more setting the tone for the next couple of weeks, which you've got a bunch of derbies coming up, some real tough games and stuff that can really make or break your URC campaign? Or is it more about just concentrating on the 80 minutes and making sure that you give your fans you sign off the Champions Cup almost in style, if I can put it that way?
Yeah, I think our biggest thing, like I said earlier, from this week was, yes, we just wanna take it week for week. I think for us it's important to get a bit of rhythm now, a bit of continuity. Because I think the last few months has been it's been disruptive for us. We were not able to have a lot of continuity, a lot of changes due to injuries, due to player rest protocols. So yeah, I think that definitely was a bit frustrating, and I think we had a quite tough schedule, traveling overseas and then traveling again overseas. So I think for us, it's just taking it weekend for weekend. And then I think this weekend is for us to just get at rhythm, just build a bit of connection between forwards and backs, and continuity between certain departments, player-wise.
And the final one for me, just an easy one. I know you spent your time rehabbing, but that's not all you did. You went obviously with the team the whole time. What else kept you busy in this off period while everybody else was playing rugby?
Yeah, no, I was obviously in rehab the whole time. I think when you get opportunity to be two months off the field, you got to put in some extra work, get the body physically ready, and obviously sort out a few other niggles you had during the year. So I think that was a big part of my 2 months, and yeah, I think it was also good to have some family time. Me and my wife had some quality time together. I think especially after the few months with the Springboks, it is definitely it's tough to be away from your wife for that long time. So I think she definitely enjoyed me being home a bit, and then yeah, obviously over Christmas it was just special, and then privileged to be with family. So yeah, that was my 2 months.
Thanks, Ruan. Good luck for Saturday.
Thanks.